Hey, it's Michael from DistroMike, and today we're going to be discussing paranoia and anxiety when it comes to smoking or consuming weed or cannabis. I'm sure most people who are watching this video have smoked or consumed cannabis at some point. I'm sure there's been times where you've smoked and you felt good. There's been other times where you've smoked and you get a little sort of anxious or paranoid, and it can fluctuate as time goes on. Some people will consume cannabis for years and never have any negative reactions. Then all of a sudden one day, they start to get very anxious and paranoid when smoking, and they don't know why. So today we're going to discuss a couple ways to, get rid of the paranoia and the anxiety. One of the big reasons a lot more people in today's world are experiencing anxiety and paranoia from consuming cannabis is THC levels are much higher now than they were 20 years ago. In today's world, you go into a dispensary, most of the cannabis will be somewhere in that 17 to 25% THC range, but you've also got a lot of people consuming concentrates and extracts these days. A THCA dab, which is going to be 99% THCA, which after it decarboxylates is going to be about 87% THC. You've got things like shatter, butter. There's so many extracts out in the market these days, and the THC concentrates or potencies are very, very high. So if you find yourself smoking cannabis or taking dabs or consuming high potency cannabis products, and you find yourself getting anxious or paranoid, I'd recommend going for a less potent product. If you're normally smoking a 20 to 25% THC product like flour, maybe look for somewhere in that 10 to 15% range. The reality is they're both going to get you high, but with those higher potency products, you'll be more prone to experiencing paranoia or anxiety. So first method, consume a less potent product. Second method, you can actually mix your THC products with some CBD products or get a flour that has a combination of both. CBD generally is known as the cannabinoid that causes relaxation, maybe some relief. So when you mix a THC product with a CBD product, the CBD is going to help counteract that anxiety and that paranoia. So if you're going into a dispensary or you're purchasing flour, you got a couple different options. You can look for a CBD heavy flour, something that's got a couple percent CBD or possibly even more, maybe a 50-50 blend. So that's option one. Reality is it's going to be sort of hard to find a high potency CBD flour that still has THC in it. So your second option is just buying CBD flour that really has no THC and mixing it with your THC flour. So you buy two different flours. Maybe you buy an eighth traditional THC flour, you buy an eighth of CBD flour, you grind them both up, you mix them together, and then you roll your blunt, then you roll your joint or you pack your bowl. And the mix of the CBD and the THC should give you an overall more enjoyable experience where you're not experiencing paranoia, you're not experiencing anxiety, but that may not help you. Let's say you mix those together and you're still experiencing this paranoia and this anxiety. You may just need to take a THC break or smoke something that is extremely low in THC potency. The reality is most of this anxiety and paranoia you're feeling is coming from the THC. You're already having a rough day, you're stressed out, you just want to relax, so you go and you smoke some weed, and then you find out after you smoke the weed that you're actually not more relaxed, you're now more paranoid, you're anxious. It's not what you're looking for. So option one, consume less potent THC products. Option two, try mixing your THC with some CBD and you may experience, a much more enjoyable high. We here at DistroMike will mix CBD flour and THC flour, or maybe we'll mix some CBDA isolate in with our flour, and it gives it a much more sort of full body, enjoyable, relaxing feeling. We really enjoy it. Option three, you may just need to completely cut THC out. Go for a very low THC product that's high in CBD. You'll still sort of get your cannabis fix, your smoking fix, but since it is such low in THC potency, you most likely will not get that paranoia, that anxiety, but you're still able to receive the benefits, of smoking a cannabis product, even though it has low THC. So I hope that helped you out. If you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon.